Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Shraddha's Physics. This video is based on statistical mechanics for core 14. Today we will see the density of state. The density of state, it is the number of different states at a particular energy level that electrons are allowed to occupy. It means that in a certain energy level the number of electrons are allowed is known as the density of state. So the number of electron state per unit volume per unit energy is called the density of state. This density of state, it allows us to determine the general distribution of state as a function of energy, and also we can determine the spacing between the energy bands in semiconductor by using the density of state. We can determine the spacing between the energy band, and also the Ball properties like the specific heat, paramagnetic susceptibility, and the conductivity in case of solid, they all are depend on the density of state. Now we will see the density of state in one dimensional case. Suppose this density of state in one dimensional case, it is defined as the number of state per unit range for a given energy. It is dN by dE. Okay, this density of state is denoted by d of E. This is the function of energy, and it is defined as the number of states per unit range. So in the certain energy interval, the number of electrons can occupy in that particular energy state, the number of allowed. Okay, this is the electrons are allowed to occupy in a particular energy level is called the density of state. It can be written as d by dE of n, the number of particles available in a certain energy. We know the energy will be equal to n square pi square h cot square divided by 2 ml square. This is the total energy of the system. Now this is the, since we are dealing with the quantum state, so the energy levels are in a discrete form. Now if we will differentiate this energy with respect to n, that is dE by dN, that will be here these all terms are constant. This m is known as the mass of the electron, and L is the one dimensional length. So now this dE by dN will be n, the derivative of n square is 2n. This will be 2n pi square h cot square divided by 2 ml square. Now this dN by dE, if I will take the reciprocal of this will be equal to ml square. This 2 get cancelled. Ml square divided by pi square h cot square. These all are your constant into this is your 1 by n. This n becomes here, so this will be 1 by n. So this is the dN by dE will be equal to this much. So this energy expression, if you can remember, in quantum physics, you have already covered that particle in a one dimensional box, the value of energy will be equal to n square pi square h cot square divided by 2 ml square. So this L represents the length in the length of the box. Okay, now see, as the electron can occupy the two spin state up and down. So electron can occupy, it has the two spin state, either up spin or down spin. So the density of state would be d of E will be equal to, this will be twice of dN by dE. We can write one is for up spin and another for down spin, that will be 2 into dN by dE. Now that will be equal to 2 into this dN by dE will be ml square divided by pi square h cot square into 1 by n. Clear? Now if we will separate this 2m by h cot square into this L by pi whole square into this 1 by n, again this 1 by n can be written as, we know this energy expression, n square pi square h cot square divided by 2 ml square. Now if I will take n here, so 1 by n square will be pi square h cot square divided by 2 ml square into E. And again if I will take the root over of this, then we can calculate 1 by n. So 1 by n will be equal to root over of this much, because here n square is present. Now 1 by n will be equal to the root over of pi square and h cot square will be pi h cot, and this L square root over is L. The remaining term 2me, this will be the root over of 2me. Now if I substitute the value of 1 by n here, pi h cot divided by L into 2me root over, then this L with this L square, they will get cancelled, and then this h code with one h code and pi with 1 pi, they will get cancelled. So the remaining term will be the d of V, that is the density of state, equal to 2 into 1 L remaining L divided by 1 pi and 1 h code. So this will be pi h code into this m term with your root over m. So 1 root over m get cancelled with m. So that will be root over m divided by this 2e. So that will be m by 2e root over. Now this density of function will be equal to 2L by pi h code into m by 2e root over. This h code can be written as h by 2 pi. This is your h code or h bar. That is equal to h by 2 pi. This will becomes 4L divided by, if I will place this h code as your h by 2 pi, so that will becomes pi get cancelled. That will be 4L by h into m divided by, if I will replace this energy as your En, that will be m by 2 En whole power 1 by 2. This is your the density of state in case of your one dimensional system. Then if I will plot the energy versus the density of state, you can see the from this energy curve, this is suppose the EF, that is the energy state, Fermi energy, this is your EF. Above this state, from the EF to the above energy state, they are forbidden, or we can say that these energy levels are unfilled. But the lower state, that is below this energy level, they all are occupied, or these all energy state are filled. So the density of state are, here you can see that the density of state means these are your filled state, and above this energy level they are unoccupied, or they are forbidden, or we can say that they are unfilled. So the topmost filled level is the Fermi level, and the energy corresponding to it is known as the Fermi energy at absolute zero temperature. So this is the Fermi energy level. Clear? This is the Fermi energy level, above which these are forbidden, and below this Fermi energy level they are fully occupied. So this is all about your density of state, and this is your Fermi energy. This is energy versus your density of state graph. Okay. So this is all for today. Thank you.